What's up, good people? I'm here. That was late delivering my lunch. I decided I was going. It's Ayana today, Carol. It's Ayana. Y'all having lunch with me today. Well, some of my lunch anyway. What y'all got going on? Let's do it. See who in here. Who in here? Carol, Cheryl. Hey, Auntie Cheryl. Yvette. Martha Harrison. Hello. Little TT Smooth. What's up? Kanisha. Hey. Let's see who else we got in here. If I miss a name, put it on my head and not my heart. Because I ain't nothing and I got to eat something. Hey, Morning, what's up? Helene, hello. Nikki, what's up? Nikki, was you supposed to be sending me an email? Deborah Barner, what's up? Twania, what's up? All right, y'all. We got a skit I got to react to. But before I do that, y'all tell me something. I know you being fast. Hey, J-Dub. What y'all think? Larry done told Bethany to stay back. And she bit mad. What y'all think? Okay, Nikki. What y'all think? Hey, Deborah Edwards. Kaylee's father said that, yeah. Yeah, he gonna have to bail her out. He probably gonna be bailing her and on what you call it out. I think so. Y'all forgive me. Y'all done had y'all lunch today. Started to do intermittent fasting, so it might not do no good with me eating like this, but I pretty much just eat maybe once a day. But I was craving me some wings today. Okay, I'm about to react to this Lynette skit and see what's going on with that. So y'all know what it is. I'm gonna hide my comments real quick. I think she's gonna try to get payback that way too. Hey, Lynette. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Y'all know what it is. Let me get everything set up here. Get set up and get go. Oh, pause. I need to get a new haircut too, because my hair don't grow back already. All right, y'all. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ayana of Ayana in the chat, and we are in the chat on Lynette and Jaden. Lynette is asking Jaden to move on back to Atlanta so she can be around the black folks. Let's not waste no time. Let's get into the video. Like, subscribe, and share. Y'all know what's up.
I'm all right. Sitting here hanging. Is that Grandma? Who's that?
Oh, look at baby Kenai.
Hello.
Who's that?
How are you?
Let me say something about baby Kenai.
Yes.
Y'all know that Bethany ain't asked nothing about this baby that she was so determined to get to him. Anyway, it's not a Bethany skit. Let's keep watching.
Every day.
Look how strong he is. Look how strong he's gripping my thumbs.
Like his face looks like he's filled out.
Yeah.
A little more today.
Handsome boy. Jeez. What's up?
I'm so glad.
Yeah, oh my
I'm glad my ovaries don't quiver anymore when I see babies.
goodness. Oh my
Just had some thoughts, and I just kind of wanted to run them by you. And I'll just start with one. Have you given any thought to maybe moving to Atlanta by the time Kenai's 1?
What'd you think about it? Is this Binky around here somewhere?
I don't know.
I think he'll be all right. But yeah. Oh my goodness.
Let me see if there's one up here.
Okay. I thought about it, and honestly, I think it would be good for him because, you know, I grew up here, and there are times I wish that I would have had access to other things and just a little more opportunity.
Right.
And so I just I want to be able to give him that opportunity because
I can't hear Jaden because I'm too busy looking at the baby because the baby is just so precious to me. But what I think Jaden is saying is that he actually is considering that because he wants his baby to have more access to things than what he had access to living in Montana, which is where he grew up at, which is an interesting thing because we wonder what the dynamic of he and Larry's relationship was. Now we understand a little bit more.
He's got to live his own life. Like him growing up here would satisfy me because I grew up here and, you know, I'm familiar with this, but this is his life. I can't dictate what, you know, he wants to do. I just want to give him all the opportunity he needs. So
Yeah, I understand. I just think that it would be, you know, it would be good to expose him to his Black culture.
Yeah.
Now, the only question I have about that is how are Kaylee's parents going to feel a lot about this and how this may play into what we think Bethany is about to try to do to Lynette in Montana.
To a more culturally diverse area. I mean,
Yeah.
and not just that, just again, like you said, opportunity wise.
Yeah.
You know, as he's getting older, there's a lot more opportunity, you know, for him to grow in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I feel.
I agree. And I think it would be very beneficial. I mean,
he's trying to hold his head up and see where the voices is coming from. Where my grandma at?
For me, it's just moving home, you know, moving back over there with you and my dad. So it's not a problem for me. It's just I got to run it by Kaylee. You know, it's not just some little trip. That's across the country. That's a whole nother world. So
I understand that Kaylee's approval is important, priority. But yeah, just give it some thought and let me know.
Now, is she gonna help cover this daycare out here? Because daycare is expensive. It was expensive back in the day, so I know it's crazy now.
Okay. Oh well, what you think about it?
I mean, no pressure.
I
Of
know.
course, no pressure. It's just a thought, and I'm not saying it has to happen today, but somewhere in the early near future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being open to the.
I have a question. Y'all let me know down in the chat, in the comments. So, does it have to be like when this baby turns 1? It can't be like when the baby turns 3 or 4 years old. Like, why does it have to be when the baby is 1? Like, he ain't gonna remember this no way. So, what's the rush? That's what I'm curious about.
Conversation.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
No, it's something that's been on my mind for a while. So
yeah?
it's
Okay,
been on my mind. So yeah, it's just cool. Look, he wants his grandma. Here, you want to go play with grandma?
Oh. That is a precious baby. That is a very precious baby. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. So now it looks like we may be getting more Lynette and Jaden skits in the future. If Jaden does make the transition to move to Atlanta, move his family to Atlanta, depending, of course, on what Kaylee says. What do y'all think about Jaden moving to Atlanta? Do you think it's going to kind of heat up the Bethany and Larry and Shara and Brooke storylines some more? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. While we're down in the comments chatting about it, let's make sure we be about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until the next skit. Peace and a big old bundle of grease. All right, y'all, we back. We back. So what y'all think? What y'all think about him moving? Let me see. Hey, Chris Sims. Okay, somebody say something's up with the timeline. Let's see. Okay, so it's got a lot. We got a lot of comments. Okay, hey Pam Treadway, J Dub is in the building, Lady D is in the building. They talking about Bethany trying to press these charges, possibly. Looney says Larry's whole family about to have some skits. You right, they are. They definitely are. I ain't mad at him. Baby King not earning him a check. He just got here. He earning a check already. They put him to work. Helene says Bethany's going to press charges against Lynette and it's going to backfire. Deborah Edwards says love when Brooke and Destiny saw Bethany doing the laundry because she was happy that Shar was going. LOL, Brooke, that was her daddy job. Luna says she don't give a F about that baby. That baby. Bethany ain't thought about that baby. Deborah said when she see a baby, her ovaries dry up. Lady, this is Helene. I 100% agree. I do believe that's going to be the demise of her marriage. I believe so. Looney says when she left Larry, she packed up and took Jaden back to Montana. Yvette said maybe he could help his daddy. I don't know if anybody can help Larry. Sheriff is going to Atlanta would give Brooke and Larry a chance to bond with Kenai. Yes, it would. It really would. Looney called it out, girl. I thought the same thing. When Brooke said it wasn't culturally diverse, Lynette acted like she didn't know what she was talking about. She knew full well. Yes, please hit that like, that share, hit the heart. Yes, yes, yes. J Dub says Sheriff Bethany is not going to allow Brooke and Larry to go over there without her. Looney says she's gonna babysit. Or Bethany will try to. He not definitely has my heart. He's adorable baby. He's adorable baby with a check. Baby kid not doing better than some grown folk. Now that would be interesting with Jaden and Kaylee having their own storyline. That would be very interesting. Somehow it don't, because in real time Jaden stayed in Montana until he was 15-year old, and then he moved to Atlanta with Larry. Chris Sims said, hey Chris Sims, the most influential developmental years for infants and toddlers are birth to age 3, during which 80% of brain development occurs. This critical period establishes the foundation of life. Chris, it sounds like you pulled it right straight out the internet. But you are right. I just was like, I'm not understanding why there's a rush to move the baby to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. Childcare is very expensive. Hopefully Bethany will be in an asylum after she freaks out after the court case. We hope so. Michelle Barnes, you called out something very interesting. Because I agree. Lynette likes control, and she's planting her seed right now. Yes. Lauren Evans says, if Kylie's parents are the kind of people that I think they are, and they should be fine with it, they don't seem prejudiced or racist to me, at least not in the way that Bethany blatantly and clearly is. Real good relationship there. What up? Yep, good relationship. Great idea. Give good for the little family. Plus, it would drive Bethany crazy. It would drive her absolutely out of her mind. I know, baby Keenan. Every time he in there, oh, I gotta check. That's why his head was doing like that. He was like, do I hear a ring? Do I have a chime? Lauren, I agree. I wouldn't want to have my baby anywhere near Bethany either. But if you think about it, Atlanta does have a lot of opportunity, though. Yep. Thank you, Chris Sims. I know you did. Yeah. It's going to be one of them. She finna call now. She finna have somebody locked up. Yeah, that's solid treatment, Bethany. Bethany is coming up with something. She's going to do something. Larry made her see red. But when Larry makes her see red, she never takes her redness out on Larry. She takes it out on Brooke, Shara, Lynette, or somebody, or Destiny. Now I think she gonna do it when they go to while they're at Miami. That's when Bethany's gonna make her move, because then she won't have to answer any questions. They won't even know she's gone. It would be something if Larry filed for divorce at the same time as her trial. I don't know. I don't even think they know when they're gonna do that during trial. Do y'all think Chris is leaving around the time of the Miami trip? I have a feeling something will happen around that time for Bethany to go to jail or to be put in a mental health facility. I don't know. I have no clue. Because 1 minute it seemed like she was about out the door, then they start ramping up her skips again. So I have no clue. Deborah Evans says, why Christopher Sims? That is what's wrong with me, because I stay in the ghetto too long. At Yo-Yo, I think she's going to Montana to press charges around that time. Wouldn't it be funny if she goes up to Montana to press charges, and while she's up there, she ends up having to stay in jail and she gets stuck in Miami? I think that would be totally hilarious. No, she has not apologized to Lynette at all. Yep. She's going to want to get a hold of that baby. And then if Shara starts spending time with that baby, that is really going to drive her insane. Really. Madison said Bethany does that, the marriage is over. I believe so. Bethany is mimicking Larry and Brooke when they both gave her the silent treatment. Oh, she takes it out on Larry because he is the direct recipient of her seeing red. She harms the people he loves. Yeah. She gonna do something to somebody. She gonna fly out right behind them. She gonna go to Montana first, then she gonna circle back and she gonna fly to Miami. Or she thinks she gonna fly to Miami. I think she's gonna fly to Montana, try to place charges and get locked up in Montana. Michelle Barnes says, do you remember Bertha's dad said he sent pictures of Bertha to his friends and was involved would make it worse, and his white intel will blow up in. I think it's definitely gonna blow up in his face. I think his friends are gonna call him and tell him what really is going on and what really will happen if Bethany come there and press charges. But I think it's gonna be too late because Bethany gonna already be done went up there to go press charges. That's what I think is gonna happen. Yeah, we had kind of been doing that. That's what Frida said last night. So y'all keep watching this. Frida said we keep watching this stuff like we expecting a different outcome, and we the one looking crazy because we keep doing the same thing, watching the same stuff, and then expecting a different outcome. I got so tired of her fussing last night. I shouldn't let y'all meet her because she don't know how to act. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta pick up something. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Let's see. Bethany's reaction to Larry going to Miami without her just shows a lack of trust, and without trust, there's no real marriage. So at this point, there's nothing left for them to do but not be together. That's why I'm like, yo, don't be together. Hello, Tammy King. Okay, so Looney, let me ask you a question. Do they really need conflict? Or do we need a countdown to Pound Town? I want you to think about something. If Bethany does not go to Miami, there would be no barrier for an oops to occur between Larry and Shara. So do we really need or do we need tension from a slip up? Another thing could happen is that I'm not arguing. I agree, Looney. That is something that can happen, but something else that can happen too, and I just thought of this, is Bethany could I just lost it. There was another. Yes. That's what I think. That's what make me so happy, Chris Sims. That would make me so happy. That would make me be like, okay, I got the skit I wanted. That would make me so happy. But on the real though, it could also be that Kaylee's mom and dad get wind of Bethany's father inquiry, right? As to what went on and possibly press some charges and all that stuff, right? Because they gonna ask him. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna ask him. So they ask Kaylee's dad. Kaylee's dad now he tells them what's up, but he also goes and he said, okay, well, if that's what she's doing, then hey, I'm gonna press my own charges. Because I asked her to leave my house and she did. And she put my daughter in danger. She wasn't invited. She just showed up. That's also an option. Now, Lynette has another thing. Shar could bring her dirty finger friend to the trip. And there could be conflict with him and Larry. Lauren says she does not understand Bethany's insecurities towards Shar. Okay. And Lynette. The insecurity towards Shar is that Shar was the first wife. First wife can be a bit intimidating to some people when they're not secure in themselves. The other thing, Lauren, is that Lynette had the first child. While they did not get married, she still has status because she has the first child. And now not only does she have the first child, she also is the grandmother of the first grandchild that Larry has. So that's going to bond them in a different way. Shara gave him his daughter, and they were married, and would still be married if Shara hadn't cheated. So if they can resolve some of them issues, hey, I'm just saying. Things may not be as messed up afterwards, if they can resolve those issues that they have. So it definitely is a possibility. Not dirty fingers. No, he ain't experienced. He needs total bliss. Looney says Lynette Sharp better not be stupid enough to take another man to a trip that Larry's paying for her to go on. That other guy better pay her way. Woo! Lady D says, right, Ayana, they're going to ask Kaylee's first because he's a state trooper. So his side of the incident is priority in their investigation. Exactly. And they're going to take him. They don't know nothing about Bethany. They don't know nothing about Bethany daddy. Yep. His son is the continuation of the bloodline. Bethany really carries no type of priority weight at all. None. So Chris Sims says, okay, I'm following. Then Larry gets wind of all charges being pressed. Trip is paid for. Larry goes ahead, not to upset Destiny. Larry seeks revenge and police in Shar's and Silas. I know you meant Silas. In Shar's arm, even if it's just a kiss, and boom, there it is. Now, if it was me orchestrating this storyline, that's what it would be. For me. That's what it would be. Okay. Michelle Barnes, I got a counter argument for you. Michelle said, I don't think Shar would be interested because he didn't check Bethany and Larry is the victim. Why do I always have to answer for everybody? Here's the thing, though. Larry just told Bethany to stay back. That automatically will buy him some points with Shar. And then also, even though Shar said she don't want that 650, him telling Shar, look, regardless of what go on, I said I was going to pay for this, I'm going to pay for it. Period. That's also going to go a long way with Shar. Because Shar is a woman who wants to be taken care of. And I ain't talking about like a Shayla. But Shar has said, like when Joe bought her that stuff, she was like, he wants to take care of me. That's what she said when she closed that door. Shar wants to feel secure. And her security And the sense of security right now is coming from Larry. Right now, the most stable man in Char's life right now is her ex. Yeah. Yep. And you keep accusing somebody. Hey, Nancy, how y'all feeling? And Lady D, how you feeling, girl? If you keep pushing that, at some point, somebody might act on it. What if Joel has a house in Miami and invited them to stay at his house? Whew. Well, we ain't seen Joel and Shara out here dating other men, so I don't know. But that is a possibility. Or Shara could come up missing. I'm not doing that, Helene. I'm not doing that, girl. I'm not doing that. He is still in love with her. He definitely still in love with his ex-wife. Joel need to stay where he at. Joel don't even need to enter. Joel don't need to end this chat, Lioness. I definitely think Bethany is possibly gonna go. I think if she doesn't go, I think it will be because she got held up in Montana. Because I think she's gonna go to Montana first. She's gonna use this opportunity of Larry being distracted and being gone. She's gonna use that opportunity to go ahead and file them charges. Because with Larry gone, she don't have to answer the question, say anything about where she's at. If Larry were home and she decides she up and gonna take a trip, she would have to tell Larry, or Larry would know some way or another that she was going to Montana. Shara told, okay, Deborah, yes, she did. But could it be that maybe Shara told her that because she's trying to respect their marriage and not want to put hope in Brooke's mind of her and Larry getting back together when it may not happen because Larry is married? Okay, J-Dub don't think they're going to Miami because Larry gonna have to bail Lynette out of jail. He better pay that rent. Y'all forgive me. I'm picking over my lunch because I needed to eat something. So forgive me for eating on here. But shoot, this is my birthday week. Yes, his feelings were hurt. He was big mad. Big mad out there standing there with Pernell. Pernell said. Hey, Kimmy Kane. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, but you know some folk, they build that old school mindset. I can't believe she was on live presenting the folks and she was eating. This ain't no professional setting right here. We on the front porch. Yes, Chris Sims, you're exactly right. I'm gonna read what you said. It can go a whole lot of ways, y'all. We just need Bethany to be shut down. Also, when are the secrets Brooke is holding gonna come out? I don't know. But if I were Brooke, I would like the fact that I got secrets to hold. You know why? Y'all, I'm watching for skit. I'm watching for the next skit. I would enjoy knowing I'm holding a secret because it would, like when Bethany get to talking her stuff, it would make me feel good to be like, you just think. You just think you know. If you knew what I knew, you'd sit down and shut up. Like, just the fact that she got something. What's up, Kountry Spears? You back, girl? Let's see. Happy birthday, Lisa. Mine is Monday. Lisa, me and your birthday twins. Was somebody else my birthday twin? Was it somebody else my birthday twin? But it's so many birthdays. Happy birthday to all of us. All of us. That's the ultimate thing right there. And she been on a mission to ruin it. Bethany's ruining people's fun and events and stuff actually starts before she even gets on a plane, before she even gets home. Once she finds out it's something that's not going to be her way, she starts causing problems from that moment on. You are right about that. I agree with you, Looney. I would have asked for my money up front too. Just give me all my money. Just get him. I'll pay it up. Jamie, I agree with you. It's gonna burn Bethany up if she can't see that baby. Ayana, we need a petition for you to be a writer. They need someone real, and I think that is you. Vote number 1. Oh, Deborah Edwards, you're so sweet. Thank you. Long as they let me keep reacting, I'm good. Don't be at me about no copyright strikes. And let me just throw out theories and do compilations. I'm cool. I don't want them to limit my money. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Girl, if my mama saw me on here eating on the YouTube, I'm gonna be like, girl, why was you eating? You talking to these people with food in your mouth. Oh, and don't let it be some chewing gum. Looney says, if I'm being honest, Shar should ask for this whole part up front. Money would have already been there on the rent. That's what I'm saying. It'd have been sitting in escrow every month. Or I'd have used that money to pay the rent up for the year. That's right, Cheryl. This is the front porch family. And y'all, this is the first time I had a real appetite in a while. That's why my little what's that called? Boo boo. It looks like a moo, but it's not a moo because I actually wear this out. But I didn't realize that thing, it got so big on me up here. Bethany finna act a fool. That's the one thing we can rely on. And I don't mind Bethany acting a fool. I'm gonna say it like, I don't mind her acting a fool. That's how Frida would say it. I don't mind her acting a fool as long as it's not the same story over and over and over again. Yeah, Pernell got the lair. He called him a jelly belly or something, didn't he? Cameron Spears, what's up? Yep, he keeps staying in this marriage. You're absolutely right. It's his fault. They're gonna have to put a spine on layaway for Lair. I think think Larry has shown Shar he's weak. His exasperation on her call yesterday was her being done with both of them. I think Larry hurt her. When Larry allowed Bethany to come out the room and say what she wanted to say to her and throw that money up in her face, and he didn't, because that's what Larry said. She said, you didn't say anything. You let her say it. That hurt Shar. So I think he knows he's got to do something to fix it. And telling Bethany not to come is the way to fix it. Because at the end of the day, none of them going to have fun if Bethany is on this trip. Y'all, these french fries are so good to me. Cameron, I'm sorry. Well, keep watching me. Let me make fun of them for you. Keep watching me fuss about it. Well, I can like fuss. And you could be like, yeah. But don't go nowhere. Watch me if you're tired of watching them. Not so shameless plug for myself. Well, that would be cool though. They make a side trip to Montana to get Lynette out and have the party, have a party there. That would be a whole family then. Bethany would be burning up there for sure. It's still cold in Montana, Tammy. So I don't think Destiny ain't been to Montana, but that was her whole logic for not wanting to go back to Chicago. Because it's gonna be cold. It would be a good storyline, but I don't think she want to celebrate her birthday there. Yep. If Brooke started dropping truth bombs, thank you, Cameron. If she started dropping truth bombs, it wouldn't be nothing they could say. Not a thing. Chris Sims says, yes, Ayana. If Bethany calls 911 and gets my people arrested, I'm slapping Bethany in her face with all the secrets, and I'm gonna make up some more. That's it. I'm gonna make up some stories. And you know she was creeping with that dude, JT. What her ex name? He been sniffing around our back door. What's up, Deborah? Girl, I'm still on here. Crystal Horton, how are you? Girl, I'm good. I'm just hungry right now. Child, he done told her she can't go, but I believe she gonna go. I'm hoping against hope, I think. Oh, Cameron, I agree with you. It's definitely both of them. Larry is an enabler in this situation. He's very much an enabler. Very much so. I kind of think Brooke don't really mess with Larry like that. I think she's working her angles. I think Brooke is working her angles because she knows in a lot of ways she has an upper hand. And they should know not to mess with Brooke after, well, Larry should know after she went off on him and Bethany that day at the house. She had just had enough. I could see him getting on the stand. Look, Jamie. Mr. Williams. I know you feel you know, we in the previous court case, you had to you said that you will fight for your wife, but will your wife fight for you though? To your knowledge, has she ever done anything criminal? And when he say no, she cut loose with something he didn't even know about. And when she dropped that bomb on him, I could see her doing that, little TT. I could see her doing that. Shar need that money. Shar sacrificed her peace to move there to be near her daughter for her senior year, and she having to put up with all this stuff out of Larry and Bethany. She earned that money. Have a good day, Lynette. I'll see you tonight. I'm going live tonight. Larry likes Cameron. I agree with you. Larry likes toxicity. He's toxic. Larry is very toxic. He is so toxic. Hey, Vanetta. She says that Shar has an effect on him that she would never have. Oh, because she do. Shar don't. I don't think Shar realizes the upper hand that she actually has. I think Shar knows if she really wanted to as a woman, she could get her husband back. But I don't think she really understands the magnitude of her power position she's in right now. She could blow up their whole spot. He needs to stop telling her everything. To your point, Cameron, he needs to stop telling her stuff. He does like to think that. And then be like, can you deal with two women? You ever tried to he do the same thing with Brooke? Yes, Larry likes drama. Hey, Sharon Taylor. Yes, she did, Kareem. She did. She told her she get it. She told her she can get him back, but she said it in an argument. I want her to show her she can get him back. Deborah said that Pooh Danny got to be fired. Lonnie, put up the disclaimer, girl. Put up the disclaimer. I agree, Ayana. Shar really found her power when Bethany confirmed that Shar has Larry wrapped around her finger. She gonna do something. She gonna do something. She gonna do something. I just know she gonna do something. Lauren asked a very good question, and I'm gonna answer it truthfully. Lauren, hey Eric Keller, what up? I just bit my lip. Lauren says, I have a question. Do you think that Bethany is right in the sense that it's not appropriate for her husband to go on vacation with his niece, his daughter, with his ex? Do you think that's disrespect? Would I like it? No. As a married woman, no, I would not like that. But also as a married woman, I would use my brain and I would not try to cause the ex not to go when the ex's niece, this is a blood relative, the niece wants her aunt there. I think that's the difference. on a regular random behind day, would I be cool with that? No. But I also would not be the kind of person that would not allow my ex or would put up issues with my ex going to her niece's to help celebrate her niece's birthday. But that's just me. No, my husband ain't gonna do no shit like that either. Uh-oh, I cussed. Looney, read what you said. I done cussed. He do be, Cameron, he do be grinning and laughing when they be arguing. Laughing stuff up like that. Yes, Jamie. Larry with a whole wife. Now, okay, let's do a character examination. Is Larry wrong with a lot of the stuff that he do? Being a married man with his ex. Yes. Larry might as well go and hit it. With everything else he's done, he might as well go and hit it. He helping to pay her rent. He co-signed on her house. He bought a TV. He bought something else. He bought something. I can't remember what the other thing was he bought. He gave money for her and Brooke to go on a trip. And it was money for both of them. It was not just money for Brooke. Larry has already crossed so many boundaries. He has disrespected his marriage in so many ways. But that is not on Shara. That is on Larry. So to me, Larry, the only issue that I have with Larry at this point is Larry has not accepted that he really has already emotionally left the marriage. He's having an emotional affair with his ex. It may be a one-sided emotional affair, but he is having an emotional affair with his ex. His life is intended for persons 18 years old. So I can admit, as much as I like Larry and Shar, and as much as I want them together, yeah, he dead wrong with a lot of the stuff he done did. But I'm going to call it the O.J. Simpson thing. Back in the day, when O.J. Simpson went to court for unaliving his ex, it wasn't long after the Rodney King incident. Rodney King happened when I first went off of college. Then the OJ thing happened. Then OJ went to court. At this point, I'm professional. And I remember sitting up in the office and him getting that not guilty verdict and acquittal. I think it was acquittal. And I can remember the Caucasian people being pissed and the black people shouting for joy. We were not shouting for joy. So I want to make this clear. We weren't shouting for joy because we were happy that some woman somewhere was unalived by her husband. It's not what it was. It was because we had seen in this country so many times and throughout history where there were people who were unalived, SA'd, raped, people of color, and never were given their due justice. You understand what I'm saying? And we had seen so many times where they go to court for mistreating somebody that look like us and then getting off, right? So when you see that and experience that, You just want one victory that makes it seem like everything is equal. And that's what that was during that time. Now let's roll this back to Bethany. Is it right what Larry does all the time when it comes to Shar? No. But when you see all the stuff that Bethany does, all the trouble that she causes, all the horrible things she says, when you see the verbal abuse, when you see the emotional abuse, when you see the disrespect towards his family, when you see her racism, and all of us know what her racism feels like, right? Y'all, hold on 1 second. My husband calling me. Hey, babe, what's up? No, I'm actually on live right now. Okay. So anyway, sorry, y'all. So in that moment, even though we know technically it's wrong, well, morally is technically it's wrong because Larry married this woman. And some of the stuff, Bethany do have a valid argument. And you do look crazy going on this trip with your ex. But we also know Bethany looked crazy because she hadn't treated people fairly. She's been horrible to people. Nobody wants her around, and she has proven that she can't be trusted, hence the Montana trip. And we don't really see her getting any real karma. Sometimes we just want a little taste of justice, no matter how it looks. It's gonna be, I thought about that too, Lady D. She gonna try to convince them not to go. Marquisa says, chat questions, how many women in the chat have been somewhere and your mate and his friends or brothers are talking? Do you go and sit? No, I talked about that on the review yesterday. No. Unless you are a part of the conversation, you may go and offer drinks, you may go and offer food or something like that, but you don't go and sit amongst them men while they trying to talk and hang out and have a good time. Fall back. Bethany just went and just sat out there because, like, it's her right. She has no. She just crazy. Okay, he bought her a sofa. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, he bought her so much stuff. That's it, Cheryl. That's why when he left Bethany for those few days and he went to that hotel, the first place he went was over to Shar house. He really didn't have to go to Shar and get her no apology. He went to Shar house because he wanted to let Shar know that he left because the girls weren't at Shar's house at the time. He went to Shar house so Shar would know what hotel he was staying in. And if she gone to that hotel and knocked on that door, I think she's gonna try to do both, Kathy. I think she's gonna try to go to Montana first and then circle back to Miami. He do be playing both sides. He gaslight and try to and lie with everybody. Looney says, hear me out. What if Larry finds out about Lynette while in the 305? Has a breakdown and Shar brings him back and they cross the line while Bethany is there. Yep. It's so many different it's so many different ways that this could go down, y'all. So many different ways. So many different ways that this could go down. Larry needs to honor himself. Larry knows that his heart is somewhere else. He needs to have the conversation with Shar. First, he needs to have a conversation with himself. And then he needs to address the elephant in the room. His bad marriage. Yep, Larry, just sit there and don't say nothing. Yeah, she wanted him to leave. Ayana, could Bethany also be guarded about Shar because, like you said a few times, she had something to do with the breakup of the marriage? I don't know if she had anything to do with the breakup of the marriage. I think she had something to do with Shar going to jail. I think she may have been in the picture, but something in the time, some of the stuff in the timeline is wrong and it keeps throwing it off. So I can't completely put it together in my head. Plus, yeah, men talk about things we don't want to hear. Plus, when I'm with my friends, I don't want my husband hearing everything me and my friend talk about, because we be talking about some stuff sometimes. And he might want to break up with me if he hear what we be talking about. Karine, I don't know when that court case is, girl. I don't even think they know. Yes, Vanetta. He was ready to fight for Shar, and his situation with Bethany has changed. He wasn't ready to fight for her. The only time he wanted to fight for Bethany was when he was trying to fight Chase. When Bethany told him about Joel being back, Larry like he didn't care. Hey, Michael Boston. You want me to do Larry's gestures? I think I'm good at it because I be observing people. And I have somewhat of an empathic ability. My husband cannot hang out with me and my friends, but I get invited before he does. The party don't start till I walk in. We just in here just talking about Bethany and her foolishness and Larry, and has he already cheated? Okay, so that's the question. Do you all feel that Larry has been out of line? Do you think Larry is having an emotional affair with Shar? Although a one-sided affair, do y'all think, or do you think Shar is also an active participant in that emotional affair? Let's keep it a book. What y'all think? Vanetta, you and a few other people have said that Bethany seeing Shar in her two-piece is going to send her straight over the edge. Because Larry's mind, if his mind ain't already wondering, that's it. He's already checked out. So we all admit on here that we pretty much hypocritical. We hypocrites. Y'all know that, right? Oh, we have double standards when it comes to Bethany. Because if anybody else was doing what Larry's doing, we would be feeling some kind of way. If Anthony was doing what Larry's doing, we would be upset with Anthony. Let me see. Carol said that both of them are having an emotional affair. I do believe that, Cheryl, that is get back on Larry's part because of the way Bethany acts. I can see that. Minister Yolanda says yes, he's having an emotional affair with Shar. That's why he buried up and he hurried up and apologized for yelling at her the way that he did. Okay. Marquisa, what are you questioning? Because girl, I don't say it a lot. Larry and Bethany both deserve each other. They both lie and are unstable. Yes, Twanya, they both lie. Sandra says it's half is on both of them. I do believe Bethany has run him to Shar, but I don't think it was that hard for her to do. Black Widow said, yep, I'll be a hypocrite when it comes to Bethany. Yep, I'm right there with you, Black Widow. I'm right there with you because I don't like that chick. Vanetta, you think when you say both, you think Shar and Larry are wrong, or you think Bethany and Larry are wrong? Michael Boston said, just snatched his man card. Corrine says, Shar calling and telling him to keep his money definitely upset him. I believe it did. I do believe it did. I do believe it did. Michelle Morris says, interesting take, Michelle. Michelle says she doesn't think Larry wants Shar for real, romantically. Bethany is just too immature to be part of a blended family. Now, that is true. Now, Larry knowing his soul that he don't love Bethany, both of them know they don't love each other. But both of them are like they about scared to be alone. Yvette is in the fact that they get along and understand each other, can laugh and joke together. They laugh and joke and snicker and flirt a little bit. Yeah, they do that. She did tell him to go home, but he didn't go home. Sandra Smith, I don't know. It's like some misplaced loyalty or something. But I also think it's just because Larry's toxic. I think he set the stage for Shar to count on him too much. Christopher Sims says, Larry damn sure been out of line. Shar is a definite participant, no question. But saying you will never divorce again when you are in a marriage with a Bethany, he definitely needs to reevaluate. He does. He needs to reevaluate. Yep, he treats her like a new girlfriend. Helene says he is checked out. Look at the way he smiles and how he is with Shar. Yep. Minister Yolanda says, but likewise, Ayana, if Amber was doing to everybody what Bethany does, I feel about her the same way. Oh, of course. He got more than a crush on her. Yep. He full of himself. Yep. Anthony's doing what Larry's doing plus more. I definitely, Marquise, I agree with you. I do think there's some guilt. I also think, yeah, he should have. He moved. He did move too fast. He moved way too fast. And the kind of life he could have had with Shar, he could never have with Bethany. So it's like, Bethany, she get what she deserved. Minister Yolanda says, I think Shar is trying to resist her feelings for him, but the hurt on her face, son. Oh, she got so many feelings for this man. Larry never stopped loving Shar. She just wouldn't stop cheating. She didn't want him, not the other way around either. She didn't want him, not the other way around. And I think, too, to that point, Larry may see a maturity in Shar now that he didn't see in her before. Because remember, he was always overseas. She definitely has done too much harm to his children. Pernell got him. Yeah, he did. All we need now is Pernell, Antoine, and Larry's best friend. That's all we need. Yeah, Bethany has pretty much sealed her fate with me. That's it, Lisa Mitchell. Emotional cheating will eventually cross the line. Lead to crossing the line. Chris Sims. Oh my God. Yes, I forgot. But thank you for being in my memory. He sure did. Up in Chicago. He sure did. He sure did. And I think that's why Larry was really mad that Bethany showed up. I think that's why he was really mad that Bethany showed up. Because Larry was trying to get Shar to stay with him. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Larry was trying to get her to stay with him in Chicago. Oh my God. High five, Chris Sim. High five. That's okay, Simply Tasha. That's gonna be very telling too. When he finds out about Joel and he snaps, because remember, Bethany told him about Jesse. He ain't snapped. He like, who's Jesse? You know, my ex. Yeah. I don't think I know him. Well, what do you want? He was coming to see Dad about some money. And then she like, well, you don't feel some kind of way? And he was like, no, don't worry about him for he got no money. But if that dude found out about Joel, he didn't like it when he saw her dancing with him. Oh, I'm missing some. What I miss? I missed some. What you saying yes to, honey? When Shar came to the house and touched her with his cold hands and they was giggling with each other. Yeah, they natural. But Shar has started seeing cannon hands now. So, yep. And she upset because they don't see it her way and she can't turn them folks against Shar. Oh, goodness. I want Bethany to be there for that. Because I want that to trigger her. Especially if this joker turn around and say, oh, Shar, you look nice today. That would really just send her to a grave. Nah, Cameron, I don't think he using Bethany to get the Shar. I don't think that at all. Because Shar ain't studying Bethany like that. Shar lives rent free in Bethany's head. Bethany does not live rent free in Shar's head. I do agree with this. She can't move on. That's why she don't want him to know she with nobody else. Yep, she sure was. She was thinking about going in that hotel room, getting her a little piece. Marquisa, I'm gonna let you have that, Marquisa. I got a theory. What if when Bethany and Larry got together, Larry spent the block with Shar and Bethany found out about it? What if that's why Bethany is so threatened by Shar? Because she knows they spun the block one time already and it could happen again. What y'all think about that theory? When Shar talks about dating, it's not direct. She stumbles around it and is careful about what she reveals. She did not say the night she called Brooke that she had come. No, she did not. The only thing, when Brooke came over to her house and her and Larry were scolding Brooke, she said, "You don't know who I could have had in here." So that was a hint, but I think Larry missed it. Larry didn't catch it. I wonder if the actor though was supposed to catch it, but he missed it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, it's 2:45. I got to get off of here because I got to go get my daughter from school. I got to go get my kid from school. Why, the time just be going by so fast on it during the day. I would like that. That's a nice one. And you are right about that, Miss Yolanda. Especially if she see a group picture and Larry and Shar standing beside each other. Never say go forget. Y'all, my daughter is a mess, ain't she? She is a mess. I know, Carol. That's the fun part, though. That's the fun part of it. Wonder what they're gonna write next. Me coming up with scenarios is my way of challenging them to really surprise us with some stuff. If they watching. Hint, hint. That's it, Kareem. Just come on out and say you want your family back. That's it. All right, y'all. Wait, I got a question on the floor before I go. Let me answer this question, then I'm out. Panette Lee, hey Panette. She says, "Hell, Young, do you think Greg knows anything about Bethany? Might have something to do with Shark going?" That's what I'm hoping. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm hoping. Thank you, Tammy King. Yeah, she do look like me, don't she? I think Shar was being quiet about dating because Larry was giving her that money. Now she's not taking it so she can show Joel off. She dating somebody else. She dating Canahan too, Anisha. Thank you. Yeah, she is. I'm gonna go get her, cause honey. She my twin in every way. She ain't patient. I ain't patient. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go on and get my child. Thank you, Tonya. I think somebody is telling Greg everything based on his little comment the other day. All right, y'all. It'd be hard for me to get off here when I do get on. All right. Y'all know what it is. Peace, hair grease. Have a wonderful afternoon. And Chris Sims, a little soul glow for you too. Let your soul